Ninja Fitness, I'm Joe. All right, so here we are. We are 56 days or 8 weeks post-surgery. Now, the surgery itself, very successful. Told you guys along this whole journey that I was dealing with a lot of pain in that area. Still to this day, not as much pain, but there is some pain. Nothing that I can't cope with every day at the moment. I'm sure I've told you too that my doctor said this might be something that I live with, that pain. It's like a phantom pain, or it might actually go away. The brain thinks that there's still certain parts there and the nerve endings and still trying to act or function in a way that it thinks that it can. So that's kind of the update that we're at now. Like I said, it's been 8 weeks since my surgery. So let's get to where we are today. Yesterday, officially returned back to work after 8 weeks. I can guarantee you and tell you that I could get used to retirement life very easily after having off so many weeks. I thought I was going to have an issue with that, but really enjoyed the time off. Really took the opportunity to rest up, free my mind of clutter and things that it didn't need to be cluttered with, and also to just be able to map out some goals, personal, career-wise, and physical goals that I plan to obtain here over the next couple weeks. We'll say probably within the next 10 to 12 weeks of different aspects or goals that I want to reach on a career, physical, and professional level. We'll leave it at that and let those things transpire as I reach those, but keeping you informed along the way. Now, as for this style of video, this style of updates, this is going to be the last update based around my proctectomy, my overall surgery, and things of that nature. I may do another video or two with a few items that I do have coming up. On the 14th of April, I have a meeting with my doctor just to go over some results that they found with pathology and see how what those results are and how we move forward in monitoring those items. On, I believe it's the 21st of April, I'm going to have a port flush where you can't see it right now, but right here, I have that port here where they access and put chemo in. Well, they need to flush that just to ensure that everything is still working with the port. Then on the June 14th, I believe I have a CT scan. I do have a CT scan on the 14th, just like the same scan that I had when this all started. So just the normal scans, just to make sure that, where we're at right now, a few months after surgery, after everything's settled down, and that all the swelling, everything's healed up, things of that nature, just to get some images so that my oncologist and my GI doctor can determine how everything looks on an internal aspect. And then later in June, I believe it is maybe, let me check my calendar here, June 23rd, I believe it is, I have an appointment to see my actual surgeon in person. We'll be visiting with him. He just wants to make sure the incision is healed up and everything's looking good. I'm actually going to see if I can get away with seeing my GI doctor where I live rather than traveling and making an extra stop and seeing my surgeon. My GI doctor here, like I said before, could have done the surgery, but we don't have the technology at our hospital that if they had to do on-site radiation during surgery, they couldn't perform that here. So I'm just going to have my GI doctor, I think, take a look at the scar, make sure everything's healed up well. From what I can tell, everything feels like it's healed up. But I'm not down there looking. I'm not down there checking it out all the time or anytime really, because it's be almost impossible. Now, I did mention that going forward, this is going to be the last update with the title based around what they've been for this whole kind of series. What I'm going to do now is I am going to transition to more of my videos and things are not so much fitness related, whereas a lot of fitness YouTubers or Facebook people that post or on Instagram type of post that they do like workout videos and stuff like that. It's not going to be that. What I'm going to do is I am going to actually, I'll just tell you, I'm going to try transforming my body from where it's at in its current state over the next 10 weeks, transform it to what you see in the post or with what you see in the image for this page. Get back to that look of the very aesthetic, very health conscious, very dedicated to a routine, that being with my fitness, with my nutrition, and just an overall plan. Now that I've gone through all this, I want to get my body back into a place where it's optimal to utilize everything that I throw at it. Today, with that said, I just had my first real workout, I want to call it first real workout in almost 9 months, where it felt absolutely amazing to be back at it. So that's what we're looking at here. We are looking to just optimize my body, put the internal, if you want to call it that, the internal environment in the most positive direction to handle and react to different things, given that I was diagnosed with cancer, and just give that body the ultimate, let's call it the ultimate battlefield, because let's face it, the surgeries I've had and the scar tissue I have, it is a true battlefield. So to give that battlefield within my body the optimal environment to fight, prevent, and just be proactive going forward. All right, well, I'm Joe with NGU Fitness. Stay posted. These videos are going to change. I'm going to post up probably more type of transformation, inspirational type of videos with nutrition, take you along my journey here over the next 10 weeks as I try to transform. I say try, let's talk about it. I'm going to do it. And I'm committed to myself and to you that I'm going to do it and just continue showing you ways that you too can transition and transform your body if you get dedicated and serious about fitness, about life in general, and making sure you're optimizing everything about your mind and your body to work in a positive way for you every day. All right, I'm Joe with NGU Fitness. Not quite sure why I always bite my tongue on that, because it does not feel good. I'm Joe with NGU Fitness. As always, like, share, subscribe, and never give up.